So hello everybody. I guess this is supposed to go first tonight. I saw an old lady crossing the street and I thought I had to help, so I got my uniform on, I'm doing calls and I just gotta answer. My scouting nickname, which I use for flag and all that stuff, is Nolan. So my scouting nickname says on my belt is Nolan, so you can all call me Nolan. It's easy for me to remember because I'm a college student in the 21st century, and I just have to remember one day I'll never be able to own, land. And I have the unfortunate honor of being an Eagle Scout. So if any of you don't know what an Eagle Scout is, it basically means I helped 1,000 old ladies cross the road. Do we have any other Eagle Scouts here tonight? Raise the hands. Great. For us, we kind of fly together in a pack. Eagle Scouts, big deal. So we fly together in a pack. I say Kiki and I say Kaka. It's kind of like that. For all of those who aren't Eagle Scouts, which seems like all of you, I have a question. What is sex? I've heard about it, but I'm not sure I know exactly what it is. My 7th grade cousin talks about it a lot. He's having she said 1 to 2, 3 times a day maybe. Is this healthy? This is what he's telling me. But help somebody, please. Anybody know what this is? Actually, I made a little lie right there. I actually do know what sex is. I'm a bad boy, I'm a bad boy who recycles. So that's not it. So talk about what sex is, okay? So sex is when a mommy and a daddy, and only a mommy and a daddy, because this is America. That's the thing around here. They really love each other, and that's the textbooks. So what a majority of what scouting is, right, is going to Monday night meetings. And if those of you who don't know what Monday night meetings are like, it's all their favorite people there. It's the middle of church, middle of rural Illinois, surrounded by cornfields. It is fantastic. It's amazing. I will recommend you go right after this. It's phenomenal. Just come back with me. I'll come back. I've got my meeting later. So it's all the coolest people you'll ever meet, right? All the scouters, right? So you've got the people who play on their computers till 3 a.m. every night. You've got the people who know how to tie every single knot in the history of anything. Actually, there's none of those because we don't actually learn anything, unfortunately. So going to these meetings, you get to know some of these more odd people, and all these people they go across the country and do all these things. So this one guy in particular, right? He went to what's called World Jamboree. I have some national jamborees right here. Well, World Jamboree. This is basically all the scouts from around the world come to one place. Now, Boy Scouts isn't Boy Scouts around the world. It's just Scouts. So there's boys and girls. So naturally, you get some crazy stuff going on. So they like to address this, right? So one of my friends. He went to that, and he was at a meeting, right? And he's like, Colin, guess what they did? Guess what I got from Jamboree? Guess what they had at Jamboree? Tony, what did they have at Jamboree? They got special patches. So Tony, did you use any of these special patches? Maybe not. But I was like, but that's not very scouting league of you, Tony. How could you do this during a World Jamboree, nonetheless? So at this meeting, right? This one meeting, we're talking about wilderness survival, and as you can see, wilderness survival, it's pretty fun. You go out in the wilderness, sleep under a rock. It's pretty fun, right? But one leader, right? He brought a first aid kit, right? He was like, this is your emergency survival kit, and you have to put all this stuff in it, and it's be great. So basically what this point is, take all the things out of the first aid kit, and shows all the things that he thinks that you need to survive well. All these random things you never think of. Basically, to get other kids to put the stuff into their first aid kit. So you got gauze, you got Band-Aids, you got like Neosporin, all that stuff. He's taking outside, he's like, oh, you got a knife with a compass in it, you know. He's got like a toothbrush with a compass in it. Because, you know, if there's anything about scouting, you know, everything needs to have a compass in it, right? Because if it doesn't have a compass, then you're not cool. Like literally everything you go REI, every single thing, oh, tent, compass in it, you know. Who's gonna be walking around with a tent, need a compass? Nobody. But it's the point that counts. You need to have a compass and everything. And frankly, like, your toothpick should be able to point to the North Star. I mean, this is just, it's pretty straightforward. So he's going through this like this first aid kit, right? He's like, takes a pause. He's like, oh, this is something that not many of you actually know what it is, may know about, but it's something that I think all of you need to have in your first aid kit. So it takes a pause, right? Keep in mind, it's all boys in here, middle school, know what's going on in the world as they're just, you know, doing their thing. It's like a pause, and then he reaches in the bag, and like he's pulling the sword from the stone, fills up the tampon. And he says, how many of you guys know what this is? Like everybody just standing still, know what's going on. It's like, well, if there's one thing this thing does good, it absorbs blood. People still know what's going on. It's like, okay, this is what you gotta have in first aid kit. This is the part I'll always remember. When he showed the other side of the tampon, what did it have in the bottom? It had a compass. That's all I have.